championship game in the ISAL, the two teams competing will be Avenue, the Aviators, with a record of 10-4, and they will be competing against LREI, the Knights, with a record of 8-1. And now, the starting lineup for the visiting Aviators. Number 2, ISAL. Number 13, Fisher. Number 14, Fairweather. Number 23, Sophia From. And number 20, Kate Scandolis, along with the rest of the visiting Avenue Aviators, Coach Whitney. And now the starting lineup for the home team, LREI Knights. Number 23, Isabel Rosie. Number 12, Erica Kane. Number 4, Simone Barbosa. Number 15, Romy Cranston. Along with the rest of the and rounding out the starting lineup, number 3 is Oliver. Head coach Anna Goldstein. We're ready for today's action. We're ready to start today's game.
For Lamont Manhattan Preparatory Schools Gym, it is time for the ISAL Junior Varsity Girls Finals as LREI takes on Avenues here this afternoon. Joe Vasile with you on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Thanks for joining us. Just about set to get this one underway. It'll be Simone Barbosa, jumping center for LREI in the home whites, going up against Drew Fisher for Avenues. And the Aviators controlled momentarily, but LREI will start it off with possession. And off the miss, early rebound Barbosa. That putback didn't go. And eventually controlled by Avenues, breaking out the other way. Bucket good for Kate Scandalios. And a 2-0 lead for Avenues early on here today. First of 2 from this gym today. The JV girls final followed by the JV boys final. This will stay with the Knights. Tomorrow, the ISAL varsity girls and boys championship games taking place here at Lemont, Manhattan. Off the steal the other way, no good. Offensive rebound, and the putback didn't go for Eshelman. And the rebound for LREI. Starting lineup for the Knights today is Oliver, Simone Barbosa, Erica Kane, Rami Kregsman, and Isabel Rossi. Knights get even to make it 2-2. For Avenues, Lauren Eshelman, Drew Fisher, Nola Fairweather, Kate Sweezy, and Sophia Fromm. Another steal for Avenues. Sweezy sent it out for a Fromm three that was a little short. And that'll be LREI basketball. Close to a minute and a half gone here in the first. Tied up at 2 apiece, but we've seen some good defense so far from Avenues. A couple of turnovers already. Work it down to the low block. That's Erica Kane with the bucket. And a 4-2 lead for LREI. It's 7-1 in ISL play this year. Sweezy Scandalios up to 4 points to tie this thing up at 4-4. Other way, no good. Offensive rebound, bucket for Kane. Back and forth with 5:50 left to go in the first. And a quick shoot tie break for the Aviators as they get it in. Aviators went 10-4 this year overall, 4-3 in ISAL play. Got here with a 35-22 win over Lemont Manhattan in the semifinals. It'll be LREI basketball. The Knights, meanwhile, took down Dwight 51-17. That was their semifinal game to get to this point. Kregsman to Kane working inside, no good. Really run the offense through the post with Erica Kane here in this first quarter as LREI. Meanwhile, Avenues looking at a fast break and an offensive foul called against Fromm. It was a good call. She kind of had her arm out, give a little bit of a push. Officials right on that one. First foul on either side, or their first foul on Avenues. High arcing shot, no good from Barbosa, and the rebound for the Aviators. Sweezy Scandalios, the bounce pass. Open look. Off the mark. It's Fairweather. The offensive rebound, a three as well, shorts. And then a steal for Avenues. No good. And another offensive foul called against Sophia Fromm. That's going to be her second. Coach Watley for Avenues going to sub her off. First substitution for either side today. Jewel Walk was into the game. She had the defense and a turnover for LREI. Things been a little tough to get going so far for the Knights. Erica Kane has all 4 of their points, but some turnovers and some missed shots as meanwhile they've given up some fast break points. Sweezy Scandalios now up to 6. And foul called down on the baseline. Going to go on Kate Sweezy Scandalios. So to the line to shoot 2, Simone Barbosa. One of the 3 captains of this LREI team. First, second. No good. And off the rebound, out of bounds. Down in the corner on Cap McGraw, who's checked into the game for LREI. 6-6 game on the way in. Bucket good. Suzy Scandalios has all 8 for Avenues as they've taken a 2-point lead. Kane draws a foul. It's going to be number 4 on Avenues here in the first quarter. Goes against Drew Fisher, her first. He nearly traveled, kept the foot down, 3 no good, and rebound grab by Kane. Been a nice force underneath today. Mid-range no good, offensive rebound McGraw. And on the drive, Rossi has the play wave dead, 3 seconds. The call against LREI, so another turnover for the Knights here in the first quarter. Still looking to find that rhythm on the offensive side of things. And a travel. Suzy Scandalios tried to pick up the dribble and just lifted the pivot foot. Good pass over the top of the zone to hit Barbosa for the easy 2 underneath for LREI. That was a much-needed bucket for them, their first in a couple of minutes. Off the drive, taken away. Here's Barbosa. Oliver, no good. Offensive rebound, nope. And an over-the-back foul on LREI going after the rebounds. Goes against Simone Barbosa, her first. Tied at 8, 2.5 left to go in the first quarter. Corner 3, no good from Fisher, and the rebound for LREI. Long pass ahead in the fast break, and at the rim, it's Oliver. Oliver's first 2 of the game as the LREI cheering section showing up in fairly full force, making some noise. Pass tipped, controlled by Avenues. Fisher to an open. Eshelman missed the shot, rebound to the Knights. They look to break out a 2-point lead inside 2 minutes left to go in the first. And Rossi just lost her awareness of where she was on the court and goes over and back. Suzy Scandalios driving through the lane, couldn't finish. Offensive rebound, Fairweather. No good from the free throw line for Eshelman. 2-point LREI lead. Long pass ahead for Oliver again. This time no good, but off the offensive rebound. McGraw with the miss. Avenues quickly the other way. The speed to the rim, no. Oliver got the rebound, end-to-end action. What a move! Fisher nearly threw it away. And a timeout taken by Avenues. That is a needed timeout as both teams just completely all over the place in terms of just maybe some rushed play on both ends of the court. Just a 30-second timeout. as Avenues will talk it over. Inside a minute left to go in this first quarter, just to try to draw something up here to get a good shot off and a good look at the basket on what may end up being their final possession here in this opening quarter. There's 44 seconds left, but of course no shot clock at this level in the state of New York, so not necessarily guaranteed for LREI to get the ball back here at the end of the first. Quick restart for Avenues. LREI was barely back on the court. Pass tipped by Oliver. Goes out of bounds. As good heads-up play defensively for Oliver. As one of the LREI parents' pom-poms came loose. There's not a lot of room between the sideline and the bleachers, as you can see. 37.2 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Controlled by Avenues. Fisher takes it to the right. Three on the way is good. What a shot by Drew Fisher. Avenues in front by a point. Now a chance for LREI to hold for the final shot here in the first quarter if they want to. They don't. Barbosa missed. Stolen away and gets the bucket. Barbosa's got 4. Knights by a point. 8 seconds left to go in the first. Avenue's going to have to hurry to get it across half court and get a shot. And they're not going to. 1 quarter in the books here in Le Bon, Manhattan. It's LREI with a 12-11 lead. Good one going here today, the ISAL JV Girls Finals. Started the second quarter at Le Bon, Manhattan. It is a 12-11 lead for LREI after the first quarter of play here in the ISAL JV Girls Finals. Joe Basile with you here today. Doubleheader on tap from Le Bon this afternoon. Girls game followed by the JV Boys Finals. As taking it to the rim, Sophia Fromm draws a foul. And we're going to get our first free throws of the game. First foul against LREI here in the second quarter. Fromm to the line for 2. Her first is good. Fromm picked up 2 offensive fouls in the first quarter. So that was a little tough, had to sit out, but back in as her second goes down. 1 point lead for Avenues. Looking to pull off the upset here against LREI team. It's only lost 1 game this year. Pass disrupted, but controlled. Rossi on her way in, no good. Offensive rebound, Barbosa, and the putback. Simone Barbosa's got 6 for LREI, and a 1 point lead for the Knights early on in the second quarter. Fromm, no good on the take. Couldn't grab the rebound as Kat McGraw picked it up off the ground, and then a travel going the other way is the Knights committed a good number of turnovers here in the first half, and a lot of them have been fairly similar cause, trying to play a little bit too fast and a little bit too, with maybe too much pace. And some turnovers of exuberance. Off the deflection, out of bounds. It'll stay Avenues basketball. Ping-ponged around a little bit on its way out. In for Fromm, and a double dribble. Fromm turns it over. McGraw picked up the dribble, sent it underneath, and a wild shot from Kane was too strong. Then a travel trying to break out for Sienna Clarish. And another travel this time on LREI. McGraw shuffled the feet before putting it down on the floor. Fromm through the traffic. Couldn't finish at the rim, though. Here's Oliver breaking out with a long pass ahead. Boy, Rossi saved it, but crashed into the padding, nearly went through the window. And turnover as Kane dribbled down the line. Teams flying up and down the court both ways, but an unfortunate number of turnovers for each side as Fisher couldn't get it, and then a tie-up in the fight for the rebounds. It's going to be LREI basketball. Avenues tried to fake like they had the possession arrow, but they didn't. It was even announced over the PA that the possession arrow favored white, the LREI side. Quick passing, no good on the shot underneath. Rebound from Fisher, knocked out of her hands. But a foul against LREI in the process. Foul on Erica Kane, her first. On her way in, shot didn't go. Rebound by Fromm, who got her own miss, goes up from three. Skipped off the rim to the corner. LREI the rebound, long pass ahead to Oliver, and she traveled. Boy, the Knights trying to get out into the fast break, and they've been fairly successful at that today, but just a little bit over-exuberant that time for Oliver. Pass into traffic, skips out of bounds. Our two Avenues players kind of tangled up mid-post. And another turnover as both teams approaching double digits here in the first half. No good on the jump shot. Rebound for Sweezy's Scandalios from couldn't handle the pass, and another turnover. It's been a long time since we've had a clean possession either way. There's either been a foul or a turnover on pretty much every trip down the floor in either direction for the last few minutes. Or one of those, a held ball. And possession arrow this time favors the Avenues Aviators. So 5 minutes left to go before halftime. 1 point lead for LREI. Pump fake in the corner. Fisher, long two, didn't go. Eshelman grabs the rebound, goes right up, and gets fouled. Foul on Isabel Rossi. And to the line to shoot 2, Lauren Eshelman, sophomore for Avenues. It's her first, and we're tied. So second time that the Aviators have been at the free throw line in this half. All of them coming here in the second quarter. 2 for 2 for Eshelman. Aviators perfect 4 for 4 from the line. In fact, that's where they've gotten all of their points in this second quarter has been from the free throw line. They have not made a field goal yet. LREI does have a field goal, but that's their only points of the half, just one bucket. Quick catch and shoot underneath with McGraw, didn't go. Avenues the rebound. Outlet ahead to Fromm, a collision and a blocking foul. And go against Simone Barbosa, that'll be her second.
Foul charge to number 4, that's her second personal. Team stop. Time.
It should be number 4 on LREI here in the quarter, and timeout taken. Here at this point, we'll take a quick step aside here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Four and a half minutes left to go in the second quarter in a tight defensive battle between LREI and Avenues. Out of the timeouts, it's Avenues basketball. The 1-point lead, looking for their first field goal here in the quarter, and it's taken away by LREI, and then a bounce pass to no one. Skips its way out of bounds. And Anna Goldstein, head coach for LREI, is not too pleased with the pass there from Isabel Rossi. But a teaching moment. Fromm lost it on the dribble, out of bounds. Knights basketball. Four minutes left to go in the second. Oliver. Pass tipped. Stolen. Sweezy Scandalios to the rack, gets the bucket and one! Foul on Oliver, her first. And Sweezy Scandalios already with 10 points to the line, looking to add another. Boy, we saw her in the first quarter, a couple of steals and some fast break buckets just like that. Showing off some skills, finishing through the contact. And she's up to 11 points here in the first half. Sub for LREI is Oliver's going to head off. After that foul, she's replaced by number 11, Secret Snow. Barbosa got it away to McGraw, who had her shot blocked. Got the rebound. And passes out to reset the possession. Long two from Rossi was too strong. And it's grabbed by Fairweather, but then taken away. Barbosa no good. Avenues gets the rebound and outlets. Fromm to the rim. And she's got 4, and just like that, it's now a 6-point lead for Avenues as they're starting to get their groove about them on the offensive side. quick 5-0 run after a long scoreless drought. No good on the shot. Offensive rebound by Kane. She goes right back up with it. And Erica Kane's up to 6 points. Breaks a long drought for LREI. Top-seeded team in the tournament. Thrown away, but gotten back by Avenues. To the corner. From. Thrown away. Rossi to the rim. In transition, Isabel Rossi's got her first 2. Two minutes and change to go. All of a sudden, LREI's got it back to a 2-point game. And a foul as Eshelman went up for it. It's going to go against Secret Snow, her first. 2 free throws coming up for Eshelman. 2:14 left to go in this second. Eshelman, the sophomore. One of 6 sophomores on the Avenues team. First free throw is short. Avenues is definitely the more experienced side. There's only 2 sophomores on LREI. Everybody else is 9th graders. Second misses for Eshelman. Off the rebound, though, tipped and controlled and then thrown away by Avenues. Rossi to the rim, no good. Rebound tipped towards the corner and grabbed by Sophia Fromm. Long pass ahead, Eshelman couldn't catch it cleanly and it's taken away by the Knights. Passing through the press. Underneath McGraw, gets the bucket, and we're tied at 20 apiece on Cap McGraw's first 2 of the day. Too quick, Sweezy Scandalios throws it away. She dribbled herself in too deep, and then Rossi dribbled off a leg, and a turnover. Fairweather couldn't catch it, and out of bounds. She would have had a good look underneath. One came in just a little bit too much velocity for what it needed to be. Avenues make it a sub as Leah Kogan checks in. Sienna Clarish back into the game for Avenues as well. Tipped, and here is Kogan off the turnover. Clarish, no good on the shot. Inside a minute to go, tied at 20. No good. And then taken back away. Kane to Rossi for the bucket. 2-point lead for LREI. On an 8-2 run, trying to close out the second quarter. Kogan was passing it to a teammate who wasn't looking, then threw it right away. Kane steals it. Rossi driving in and a foul called. Down on the floor. Sienna Clarish picks up her first. Jewel Walk is going to come back in for Avenues. It's Coach Watley changing up some personnel. LREI sending in number 22. In for Kane, shot didn't go. Rebound for Kogan. And then a travel off the offensive rebound by Secret Snow, trying to get some space, but did so illegally. And it's like started play there before they got the go-ahead from the official. So they're going to reset the clock back to where it needs to go.
20:03, LREI 22, Avenues 20.
20.3 seconds are going to go up on the clock. As we'll get things all centered to where they need to be for the last few moments of this second. Avenues trying to finish strong. Fairweather, no good. Offensive rebound, Kogan, that didn't go. LREI the rebound, 3 seconds. On the run, Rossi, no good. And that'll do it for the first half of basketball here from Lamar, Manhattan. Half of this game in the books. It's the Avenues Aviators trailing the LREI Knights 22-20 halfway through the ISAL JV Girls Finals here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Sports Network. Halfway home here in Lamont, Manhattan. Joe Vasile with you this afternoon for the ISAL JV Girls Basketball Final between the LREI Knights and the Avenues Aviators. It's a 22-20 lead for the Knights at halftime. They were led by Simone Barbosa in the first half, who had 8 points for the Knights, 2 for Iz Oliver, 6 for Erica Kane, and 4 for Isabel Rossi. Meanwhile, for Avenues in the first, it was Kate Sweezy-Scandalios with 11 points for the Aviators. Sophia Fromm had 4. Drew Fisher added in 3, and Lauren Eshelman with 2 more for the Aviators to get them up to 20. It was a fairly evenly matched first half between these two teams. There were probably a few more turnovers than either side would have liked. And we'll see how both teams kind of tighten that up in the second half. And frankly, I think a lot of the turnovers for both sides were the symptom of the same thing, which was teams maybe for this big game getting a little extra jazzed up. The adrenaline's flowing. You're in a championship game and just trying to play a little bit too fast and making some decisions, some passes of exuberance, ones that you wouldn't normally make, but you're trying to make a big play and make a good play, end up throwing a ball away, or a pass that's easily intercepted, or traveling, just kind of losing your spatial awareness on the courts. But these things happen sometimes in the game of basketball, and that's why you play the game. 16 minutes left to go. Start of the third quarter, it'll be LREI basketball as the teams have switched sides. Goldstein breaking the huddle. Isabel Rossi, along with Secret Snow, Erica Kane, Iz Oliver, and Jade Young in the contest for LREI. Young normally wears number 14. She's wearing number 22 out there today. Rossi a little short on the 3, and the rebound is grabbed by Drew Fisher, who's dribbled right into a turnover. Rossi thought about a 3, instead finds Snow. Throws one quickly up, no good. Kane the rebound, that didn't go. And then a foul going after the rebounds. It's going to go against Erica Kane, her second. LREI, couple of shots on that first possession here in the third. Unable to put one in though. The pump fake, Fisher didn't get it. Rebound for Kane. And a double dribble called against LREI, and it's just a good example of, again, just a turnover that comes almost from a mistake of playing a little bit too fast, and as a result out of control, as from the baseline, Nola Fairweather with her first 2 of the night. Avenues ties it up at 22 apiece, double deuces each. Oliver nearly taken away, jump ball, possession arrow favors Avenues. Scandalios was the one who got the tie up underneath for Avenues, leading to that turnover. 7 minutes left to go in the third. Avenues with the chance to go back out in front. Quick catch and shoot off the mark from Fairweather. Rebound by Rossi down to the corner. Oliver passed out and into the LREI bench. Turnover for the Knights. Knights finished really strong in this second quarter as Sweezy-Scandalios off the rim. Trailed by 6 and came back to take a 2-point lead as Oliver puts him back in front. An easy bucket underneath. Avenues player needing to tie his shoe. That was Lauren Eshelman after the play. Baseline drive, Fisher didn't go. And the rebound for the Knights. Oliver with a nice move at midcourt, but then lost it, dribbling into a double team. Sweezy Scandalios, fast break all the way to the rim. 13. For Kate Sweezy Scandalios, still scoring more than half of Avenues' points here today. She's been deadly in the fast break as well. Rossi. Pass tip but controlled by Snow. Oliver tried to get it to the middle, but pass denied. It's Eshelman who tipped it. Dribbles into a triple team underneath. Kane, no good. Avenues the rebound. Chance to go back in front. To the rim, Sweezy Scandalios with the bucket. She's got 15. And a 2-point lead for the Aviators with 5 minutes left to go in the third. Pass along 2, left it a little short. Fairweather got the rebound, nearly threw it away. Long pass ahead from for 3, no good. Down to the corner, rebounds, out of bounds, last touched by Avenues. So it'll go down the other way, substitution for the Knights. Kat McGraw going to check in, Secret Snow off to the bench for LREI. 26-24, Avenues in front, LREI walking it into the front court. Rossi on the run for the mid-range, no good. Offensive rebound, Kane. The putback doesn't go either. Tie up going for the rebound, Kane and Eshelman. It'll stay with LREI on the held ball. Pass controlled, easy layup. And down for Sweezy Scandalios, who's now up to 17 points. Four-point lead for Avenues. Steal. And another fast break opportunity. Oh, that's been almost automatic for her today. Now up to 19 out of the 30 points for Avenues. What a performance by the freshman captain for the Aviators. Playing up at the top of the zone defense, causing turnover after turnover. Aggressive play going both ways as LREI is going to turn it over again, over and back. And you can see the body language for the Knights. They're getting a little frustrated with the way things are going. Team that went 8-1 this season. And a turnover on Avenues. Travel. Give it back to LREI. It's been a 10-2 run this quarter for Avenues. Foul. I'll go against Sweezy Scandalios for seconds. It's the first against Avenues in the third quarter. 6-point advantage for the Aviators. Inbound pass tipped, but controlled by Oliver, and then throws it over the top into the backcourt. Sweezy Scandalios, 21 points. What a quarter. What a game. She's nearly outscoring LREI by herself. Another steal. To the rim. Unbelievable. "23 points, closing in on double digits in steals. And a lot of the damage in the third quarter. There's Kane. And that is a much-needed bucket for LREI. Gets it back down to an 8-point game with 2 minutes left to go in the third. 10 minutes left to go in the game overall. Oliver tips it. No over and back because of the tip, but then Sweezy Scandalios out of control, ends up going out of bounds. Never quite had the full possession of it and was unable to corral it before crashing into the multicolored padding. The Avenues fans in the house chants of defense as both sides have filled out as this game has gone on. Oliver for three, no good. Rebound is taken by Avenues. Fisher got it for the Aviators. We'll go into the half-court offense. Jewel walk. Corner three, way too much on it. LREI grabs the rebound and Oliver travels. Took about 3 steps on her way up the courts. We go right back to Avenues. Who've done their damage today because of their defense and turnovers forced. Corner three is short. Jade Young got the rebound, then throws it away. Stolen by Eshelman, and then her pass goes askew. Knights trying to take advantage of the miscue for Avenues. Mid-range two didn't go for Oliver. Offensive rebound for Kane, off the window, no. Eshelman had it taken away. Kane's shot no good. And then Kane ripped it back again, but not before the call is out of bounds on Avenues, and it'll be LREI basketball nonetheless. Sub for the Aviators, Sienna Clarish gonna check in. Jade Young off in favor of Simone Barbosa for LREI. Barbosa's had a long breather here in the third quarter. Inbound to Barbosa, taken away. Another steal for Kate Squeezy Scandalios. Shot blocked out of the hands of Walk. Recovered by LREI. And a foul called on Avenues. 36 seconds left to go in the third. Foul on Sienna Clarish, her second. Barbosa was no good. And LREI foul on Erica Kane. That's going to be her third. Avenues ball, 30 seconds left to go in the third. 34-26. Aviators in front. Squeezy Scandalios on the drive, and a foul called against Simone Barbosa. That'll be her third. Called for the block. And out of bounds. Scandalios got the pass back before she was fully established back in after the inbound. Perhaps a final possession for LREI. Oliver to McGraw. 5 seconds. Kane through traffic, no. McGraw's follow is blocked. Barbosa at the horn, no good. And there was a foul called right at the end on Avenues. And so Simone Barbosa is going to go to the free throw line. Foul went against Fairweather, and so Barbosa at the line, shooting 2. No good on the first. there's got to be like 0.3 of a second left. Yeah, they're calling the teams back out onto the floor because you can't end like this. There's got to be something left in this third quarter. Clock shows 8 seconds right now. Barbosa 0 for 2. And we'll see if they're going to let him inbound or not. I'm going to say forget it. And we'll just call it the end of the third quarter. 34-26, Avenues in front, 8 minutes away from the final here, the ISAL JV Girls Finals on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter in Lamont, Manhattan, a 34-26 lead for the Avenues Aviators over the LREI Knights. 8 minutes away from crowning a champion in the ISAL Junior Varsity Girls Finals. There's an early foul on Erica Kane. That is her 4th foul. Avenues gets it in. And jump ball, possession arrow favors LREI. Well, Santa Clarish went up and down and was waiting to see if they were going to call a tie-up or it would just be a travel on her, but called a tie-up. Either way, it's Knights basketball. Possession arrow now flips back over to Avenues. 7:40 left to play. LREI needs to go on a quick run. Kane, long 2 is good. And an Avenues player, Drew Fisher, took a little inadvertent shot to the face. I think she might have gotten kind of maybe an elbow to the nose or something like that. Got ourselves an injury timeout on the floor, and we'll take it alongside the teams. 34-28, 7:33 left to play. In the Play-by-Play Sports Network. (34-28) with 7:33 left to go in the fourth. Avenues out in front. Drew Fisher got a little shot to the nose on the last play, so there's an injury timeout for her. The good news, she's up. She's over on the end of the bench, sitting next to Coach Watley right now. Hopefully everything's okay there. Just a little stinger shots, and nothing more. Avenues in front, thanks to a big day by Kate Squeezy Scandalios. 23 points for SS. Nearly double digits in steals for her as well. Feed it underneath to Kane. Too strong. And the rebound grabbed by the Aviators. From gave it up. No good on the shot for Fairweather. It'll stay with Avenues. Just about a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Aviators outscored LREI 14-4 in the third quarter. Clarish off the mark, rebound grabbed by LREI, and then a foul. And now a technical foul. On Kate Sweezy Scandalios. After Fairweather was given to a personal.
So that is her fourth personal foul.
And so technical free throws first here, and then it'll be LREI basketball.
She'll be shooting 2 shots.
Got the tech for slamming the ball down after the play. Rossi taking the technical free throws for the Knights. 9th grade captain of this team. Hits the seconds.
And she gets 1, 2.
It'll be Knights basketball.
It is LREI's basketball.
And during all of those free throws, Coach Watley for Avenues over talking with
Remains in this basketball game.
Kate Sweezy Scandalios.
Avenues 34.
Doing some coaching. Still a 5-point lead for Avenues. Rossi, no good. Offensive rebound came, that didn't go. And a travel. Turnover, Avenues. LREI with a little momentum behind it. A bucket can get it back to a 1-possession game. Timeout, Aviators. It's a full timeout. They're up by 5. We'll take a step aside here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Out of the timeout, LREI draws a foul. It goes on Sophia Fromm, her third and the team's third here in the quarter. Just about a minute and a half gone here in the fourth. Quickly underneath, no good from Barbosa. Gets it back, gets the bucket. Barbosa's first 2 in the second half. She's got 10 in the game, and just like that, a 3-point lead for Avenues. They were up 10 late in the third quarter. And a blocking foul on LREI. Sophia Fromm working her way in, able to draw the foul on Simone Barbosa, and that'll be her 4th foul with 6:09 left to go. She'll stay out there with 4 fouls. 3-point lead for Avenues. Baseline inbound, Sienna Clarish. Slaps the ball to break the box. Tries to get it in, and Fairweather couldn't corral the pass. Goes out. LREI basketball. 6 minutes left to go in the 4th. Off the pick and roll, an illegal screen called on Kat McGraw.
That's an illegal screen charged to number 5. That's her first team score.
But after it looked like for a little bit that Avenues was going to start to run away with it, LREI is counterpunched early on in the 4th quarter. Made this thing interesting late as Clarish has it blocked. Clarish looking for somewhere to go, finds along the baseline, no good on the take for Fromm. Kane dribbling ahead, lost it, and they say last touched by the Aviators. So stay with the Knights, 5:45 left to play in a 3-point game. There's been 1 3-point shot made today. Rossi gonna try for another and miss it. And a big smile for Isabel Rossi as she gets back on defense after that one. Pass taken away. Erica Kane with the steal, and then a foul called on Avenues. Goes against Lauren Eshelman. They called that Eshelman's 5th personal. That is not true. Not by my count. I've got that as her 1st, so one of us is very wrong. For what it's worth, the scoreboard's got it as her 1st also. There's a couple players with 4 fouls, but not Lauren Eshelman.
Correction, that is the 5th. That is the 15th foul.
And now they've gone to the book and called it 5th team fouls. So that's where the confusion came in. It wasn't Eshelman's 5th. Team's 5th. And so LREI is shooting. They figured out it was Iz Oliver who got fouled, so Shug goes to the line. 4 points today, looking to add to that. But the Knights a little bit closer. Hits the first. Oh, and she was jazzed up after knocking that one down. A foot stomp. I don't know where anyone's going. She's got one more. 3-point play, right? Again. Oliver's seconds. No good. Offensive rebound. No good from the follow-up try from Kane, and then she gets called for going over the back. That is going to be number 5 on Erica Kane. She has fouled out of the game with 5:28 left to play. That's also number 5, or rather 4 on LREI here in the quarter. (34-32) Avenues. To the rim, no good. Sweezy Scandalios lost it out of bounds for the LREI basketball. Two-point game after Avenues led by 10 towards the end of the third quarter. LREI has come all the way back. They're trying to tie it. Rossi blocked out of bounds, but she was fouled.
Foul charge to number 13. That's her second personal.
Foul on Drew Fisher, her second. Good to see her back in after she took that kind of elbow to the face earlier on in this quarter and had to go off for a little bit. Substitution is Eshelman checking in for Fromm. As Rossi to the line shooting 2. First free throw is Little Shorts. So still a chance to get it back within 1. And does. 5 for Rossi. 34-33 with 5:05 to go. Take it away. LREI with a chance to take the lead. And a double dribble and a turnover for the Knights. (34-33) inside 5 minutes left to play. Down to the corner, Fisher able to absorb the contacts. Foul goes against Simone Barbosa. That's going to be her 5th. 4:45 left to play, and she becomes the second LREI player to foul out. Kane and Barbosa, the 2 leading scorers for the Knights today. Out of the contest, as Harper Wolfson is going to check in her stead. This free throw is short from Drew Fisher. Avenues has not scored yet in this 4th quarter. After a dynamic third, where they outscored LREI 14-4. Sweezy Scandalios along the baseline. No good from Fairweather. Kate trying for the board. And it'll be Avenues basketball. 4:34 left to play here in this 4th. Eshelman. Taken away by LREI. On the way in, high off the glass, no good from Rossi. Tracked down to the corner. Eshelman's pass ahead. Clarish chased it down to the corner. Sweezy Scandalios, the scoop, no good. Offensive rebound, Eshelman, that's blocked. And the 3rd chance hit the bottom of the backboard. Here's LREI the other way to the rim. Oliver's fouled! And is Oliver headed to the free throw line?
That's her 3rd personal.
Drew Fisher picks up her 3rd. Oliver with a chance to put LREI in front for the first time since early on in the 3rd quarter. Second is banked in, and we're tied at 34. Oliver's got 5. 34-34. LREI has come all the way back from a 10-point deficit. Drew Fisher puts Avenues back in front. Much needed bucket, their first points of the fourth. 36-34, see if that wakes the Aviators up. Oliver underneath, pass controlled. Rossi lost it. From now on Rossi or seconds. Knights are over the limit. 2 free throws coming up for the Aviators. First free throw is no good. One more coming here for Sophia Fromm. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors Avenues. So hang on a possession. 3:20 left to play in the fourth. The York Prep and Brooklyn Friends boys JV teams have made their arrivals. Their contest coming up here after this one. Rossi on her way in, layup no good. And the rebound for Avenues. They look to break out. Sweezy Scandalios, but here's Young defensively. She's able to finish 25 points for Kate Sweezy Scandalios. Unreal performance today. A lot of that was done in the third quarter. Well, that was a big bucket right there for her. Inside 3 minutes to go. 4-point lead for Avenues. Out of bounds, Avenues basketball. Eshelman. A high skip pass all the way to Fairweather. LREI extended the defense out towards half courts. From just inside the arc, knocks it down for 2. 6 for Sophia Fromm and a 6-point lead for Avenues. As after the comeback, LREI has gone cold. Stolen. Another one for Kate Sweezy Scandalios, 27 points. And Steele's not officially being tracked here today, but she doesn't have double digits. She is darn close. Travel on LREI. Kat McGraw lifted the pivot foot before dribbling. And a turnover. And Aviators with an 8-point lead, looking to expand on it. Inside the final 2 minutes of the fourth, it is absolutely imperative for LREI to get a stop or a quick turnover. And with those shot clock, Avenues will get one up pretty quickly. From nearly trapped on the baseline. Underneath, Eshelman no good. On the run inside. She's fouled, and 2 free throws coming up. Kate Sweezy Scandalios, freshman captain for Avenues. She's their only captain here today. 27 points. Kat McGraw heads off. She has basically been willing this team. 28.
She makes the first.
LREI calls the timeout with 1:22 left to go. Trailing by 9 late in the ISAL JV Girls Finals. You're watching the Play-by-Play Sports Network.
So that timeout rule only applies when it's under 1 minute.
Still in its huddle during this timeout. Avenues is out there ready to go. 1:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Joe Vasile with you here this afternoon. The ISAL JV Girls Finals. Avenues up 9 points on LREI. It was a 10-point lead towards the end of the third quarter for Avenues. LREI came back to tie it, and since a 9-0 run for Avenues.
That's our foul.
Foul against Isabel Rossi, her third. That'll send Lauren Eshelman to the free throw line with 1:15 left to go as Knights are over the limit. Really, both teams are over the limit at this point. Free throw short from Eshelman. He's got 2 points today for the Aviators. But 28 for Kate Sweezy-Scandalios.
Violation shooter. 1:15 remains in this basketball game. LREI 34, Avenues 43.
70 seconds left to play. Pass tipped and stolen. Another steal for Avenues. To the basket, no good. Rossi got the rebound. Take it away, Eshelman. Smooth from 12. Lauren Eshelman with 4 points. It's an 11-point lead for Avenues, their largest of the game, with 50 seconds left to play. Trying to put it away and win the ISAL JV Girls Basketball Championship here for the 22-23 winner.
Avenues basketball.
Boys JV Finals coming up next. On the run inside, no good. Rebound for Rossi, 30 seconds left. And she was pressed and ended up dribbling out of bounds. Another LREI turnover. Nearly a walk for an Avenues turnover, but controlled by the Aviators. 20 seconds left to play. Doesn't look like they're in much of a hurry to get a shot off. Has tipped into the backcourts. Picked up the dribble in the backcourt, and that'll do it. For us here today, the final score is Avenues 45 and LREI 34, the ISAL Junior Varsity Girls Basketball Champions for 2022-23 are the Avenues Aviators, as they've taken down LREI this afternoon. They're going to have a trophy presentation out on the courts, little award ceremony, and then soon on this feed, the Junior Varsity Boys Finals between Brooklyn Friends and York Prep. That's coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Stick with us right here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network.
First, let's give a round of applause to both teams for a well-played basketball game. Now the awards presentation. JV Girls Playoff runner-up and the regular season champion. Let's give a round of applause to the LREI Knights. Please see your captains up to receive, or your team up to receive your awards. Again, let's give a round of applause to the LREI. And now, congratulations is in order for the ISAL tournament champions, the Avenue Aviators. Again, can we give a round of applause to the Aviators? Okay, can we clear the court, or at least go to the baseline so we can get the other two teams onto the floor? Thank you for your cooperation. basketball game between the Brooklyn Friends Panthers versus the York Prep Panthers. Now the starting lineup with a visiting York.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Number 21, Graham Lindsay. Number 5, Brody Phillips. Number 20, Josh Nierenberg.
From Lamont, Manhattan, it's time for the ISAL JV Boys Championship game, as this evening the Brooklyn Friends School takes on York Prep with the tournament championship on the line. Alongside Eli Grubin, Joe Basile with you here today. And Eli, I know you follow Brooklyn Friends throughout the season. What are you looking to see out of today's matchup?
Well, obviously, this is one of the best teams that they've had in a long time. They've struggled a little bit more in the first quarter, so they're going to have to turn it up quickly against this very good York Prep team.
Announcing the starting lineups right now for both sides. For York Prep, it's Brody Phillips, Kieran Smith, Josh Nierenberg, Graham Lindsay, and Ben Shabsels. The 5 on the floor for York Prep. We're just about ready to get things going here today. Ozzy Reinhardt going to jump center for Brooklyn Friends. Going up against Josh Nierenberg for York Prep. And should be a really fun matchup. This gym is getting packed. It's not a big space here at Lamont, but it gets loud when it gets full, and it should make for a really fun environment.
Yep, and these two teams played not that long ago. I was there to commentate that game, and it was a chippy game to say the least, but in the end it was a very good game.
Opening tip, one easily backed by Brooklyn Friends. And they'll have it on the first possession. Eli, what are you looking for BFS to have a strong start today offensively?
Well, if they don't have a strong start, I feel like they can fall short very quickly. Watching this York Prep team last game, they go on a lot of runs. That's why they played so well. BFS had a very good second half, but in the first quarter is when they were really breaking down, so they got to have a very good first quarter if they want to win this game.
Turnover on the first York Prep possession of the game. Here's Dash Tavener on the baseline drive, gets the roll. 2-0 lead for Brooklyn Friends. About 40 seconds into this one. The press creates a turnover. Into the corner, long 2. Was a little bit too long, and it'll go down the other way for York Prep.
And if you're BFS this game, you're going to be wanting to look at number 24, Milo. He's been their biggest performer, one of the tallest on the court, and he's been averaging close to 20 points per game, so he's had an unstoppable year.
This is Kieran Smith picking up the dribble for York. Lindsay on the drive, no good. Rebound grabbed. There he goes inside. That's exactly what you were just talking about. Milo with the bucket for BFS. Saghetti Najad with his first 2. And a 4-0 lead. And another turnover caused.
They're going to try to give it to Milo every time. Every time.
Already seen that really be the way things have played out offensively, but how about the defense causing a couple of turnovers that they've been able to transition into points?
Yeah, they've been able to do that this game. Three
down from the corner. That's Julian Lynch. 7-0 BFS. Off the backcourt double team.
That's the press they've been working on.
York just looking to get a clean possession off on the drive, a travel, and another turnover.
What I've noticed from BFS this year, they have struggled a little bit more with their transition from defense to offense. If they can nail that down, once again, they're going to win this game. All they got to make a little tweaks and they can win.
Milo Segedi Najad now with 4 points and a 9-0 lead. And you're talking about a team that's gotten off to some slow starts this year, Eli, but a red-hot start.
Yeah, this is the best start I've seen them play all year.
9-0 run to start the game.
Oh.
Tavener drives and a foul.
That's his signature move. He did that last game. He had a hook dribble turning into a shot, and he was also fouled in transition, and he got all 3 points last game.
Foul on Brody Phillips. First foul on either side. Tavener to the line for 2.
Oh,
and a wedgie.
Again, Milo using his height. The game's not even going on.
Normally, you got to take your shoe off and throw it.
Yeah.
Oh for 2. The rebound for BFS. You know, there's 3 is too strong. I was going to say, he may be able to dunk if he gets a good enough jump off.
He's tried. He has tried. You'd be surprised how many times. Anytime BFS is up by at least 10 with about a minute left in the game, he's usually tried to get a couple dunks. He hasn't been able to get one, though.
I'm assuming come close, though.
Very close, very close.
That was impressive.
Yeah, he's most likely going to be playing varsity next year by the looks of it.
Kieran Smith with the first 2 points of the day for York Prep. Skip pass intercepted. Brody Phillips. And then Smith lost it. Scrum in the corner and another turnover.
Wow.
It was Tavener fighting with Grant Lindsay. And Lindsay touched it last. There is not a lot of room between the last row of bleachers and the court, maybe a foot worth of a sideline.
BFS is used to this, though. We have a very small gym, a low ceiling, and we really got almost no room for any kind of fans. And so they're used to this.
Good pass into the corner, but it traveled as Lynch went up and down.
And a little history, too. I remember I was here last year, and varsity boys were taking on, BFS was taking on York Prep in the finals. That was a big win for York.
Bank open for Graham Lindsay from 3. 5-0 run for York. Shot no good inside from Ozzie Reinhardt. Hey, York playing in the varsity finals tomorrow here in this gym. Shot blocked. Reinhardt the other way, a 3-on-2 for Brooklyn Friends. Thought about the 3, instead looks to attack, and a foul called against York Prep. That'll be Smith picking up his first.
Foul charge number 14, that's his first, team second.
So John Smith will check on. No relation to Kieran Smith.
It's a common last name.
Lynch for 3. He's got 2 of those today and a 12-5 lead for BFS. And a steal. Runner no good. Spin in the lane. Didn't go for Kieran Smith. It'll stay with York, out of bounds, last touched by Brooklyn Friends. And another York substitution. Tony Neal checked in, he catches the pass. John Smith gives it up, corner 3, no good, out of the hands of Lindsay. Three minutes left to go in the first, 7-point lead for BFS. Nice pass.
Yeah, very.
He's been a really impressive player through the first few minutes of this one.
He's a great player to play with, but the thing is he's so creative that most players aren't able to catch up with that, because he's doing all these kind of moves that I could not do in practicing basketball for 100 years. And he gets it done, but that's what they struggle with sometimes.
It's a lot of time practicing.
A lot of time, yeah.
Pass out for three, no good. Out of the hands of Kieran Smith, and the rebound for BFS out long as York's slow start offensively continues. Inside 2.5 left to go in the first. BFS still out in front. Three good from Taverner.
Yeah, that's Dash wearing number 4. He's been improving so much this whole year. He wasn't a starter at the start, and now he's one of the best on the team.
No good in response from Graham Lindsay. Into the corner. Mid-range shot no good. Rebound tipped out and controlled by York. And a foul. Called here against BFS. It'll be Julian Lynch picking up his first.
And also BFS having Vikram go in. He's wearing number 5 for BFS. He's their best three-point shooter. They also sub in Tyler, wearing 12 for Brooklyn Friends.
Rodriguez, Tyler Walters, left wing 3, no good. From John Smith. 9-point lead for Brooklyn Friends. Minute 22 left to go in the first. And a foul called. It's going to be a reach against John Smith. His first.
Difficult with two Smiths.
One's 13, one's 14.
Yeah, that's not easy. They're making it too difficult for us.
Three is good.
That's what I told you.
Victor Rodriguez right on cue, his first attempt. A 12-point lead for BFS. Inside a minute to go in the first. Pump fake and a drive, no good. As John Smith a little short, but an offensive rebound. And Josh Nierenberg was fouled on his way back up.
And York Prep is they're one of the best teams that I've seen, and I think right now it's just off to a slow start, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to pick this up.
What is it that really impressed you about York Prep from when you saw them?
Well, they had so much intensity in the first quarter. Obviously, it was the best quarter that they played last time they played against each other, but they were almost unstoppable. BFS, they just couldn't keep up, and I think it was when BFS they were able to get the same intensity as York, and that's when they were able to run away with it. But if York plays with that much intensity, they'll win this game.
0 for 2 at the line, and the drought continues. And a shot, no good. York basketball, 30 seconds left to go in the first. Just looking to put something together to break into this run that is 8-0 BFS, but another York Prep turnover. That one not forced.
Yeah.
So now BFS a chance to put an exclamation point on this first quarter. And a travel before the shot against Victor Rodriguez, and that'll give it back to York Prep with enough time to get a shot off. Four seconds. Lindsay at the horn, no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter here from Lamont. 8 minutes down, it's a 17-5 lead for Brooklyn Friends take a step aside. You're watching today's contest on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Back at Le Mans, Manhattan, getting ready to start the second quarter alongside Eli Grubin. Joe Vasile with you here today. 17-5 lead for Brooklyn Friends. And Eli talking at the start of the game the need for BFS to get off to a strong start today as Tony Meal gets the bucket and the foul for York Prep. And that's exactly what they did, though. A strong start to take a commanding early lead.
Yeah. Well, I think I was going to say it towards the end of the first quarter, but coming into this quarter, I'm sure that York is going to have a completely different game. Obviously, they're going to have more intensity, like what I was saying before, but it's going to be a very different game now, I think.
Sadeghi Nijad across midcourt. So had a big impact on that first quarter. 4 points, handful of assists. Fadeaway shot is good.
So creative, so creative.
You don't get that at this level a lot.
You don't.
Tie up underneath. Possession arrow is going to keep it on this end.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that Milo will be playing varsity next year.
I would hope with the skill set that we've seen in the first 9 minutes here today. I mean, it's mighty impressive.
And for me watching the varsity team this year, they made it to the finals last year. They didn't make the playoffs this year, so they're definitely going to need them.
Off the steal, bucket good for Brody Phillips. Lead trimmed down to 10 for BFS. Still a lot of basketball left to go. See how York's able to counterpunch after the hot start for Brooklyn Friends. Mid-range goes for Victor Rodriguez. He's got 5 off the bench. Calling over and back on York Prep.
Wow. And Tyler being subbed out here. He is the heart and soul of this team. He really is.
Julian Lynch comes back on to replace him. Lynch hit a couple of threes in that first quarter. Tony Holder keeping everyone fresh. Head coach for BFS. Poked free and stolen. What a play by Phillips. Gets it in the corner. Looking to attack, and a foul called against Brooklyn Friends. It's a little bit of an awkward dribble in, and I guess it's because there was a hold on the arm. Corner, 3, hits the top of the backboard. stayed in bounds.
Yeah,
and a rebound down for BFS.
They usually call something there.
And a timeout
30-second timeout.
taken by BFS. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. And Eli, after a really dominating start for Brooklyn Friends, York Prep has started to get itself a little bit better. They've limited the turnovers, that's for sure, here in this second, but still find themselves behind by 12 here, and it's just been that kind of balanced attack for BFS.
Well, for them, it's a game of runs. That's how they play their basketball, and they're definitely they got to change something. I think BFS has been keeping up with them, and I think that's why they're winning. But I don't think you want to give up on York just yet. They can come back in a minute.
We've seen Brooklyn Friends hit a couple of big threes as well. That's going to help them out here in this first half as well. So it'll be BFS basketball, 5.5 left to go in the seconds.
Yeah, BFS scoring a lot more than they have been giving up. They've been outscoring their opponents 254 to 190 in just in the past 6 games. So
it's pretty good.
Yeah. And
it's going the other way.
They won 5 of those games, and yeah.
Anytime you can outscore your opponent by that kind of a margin, just speaks to the level of basketball that you're playing. Quick passing, corner 3 for Lindsay, no good. Long pass ahead, in transition, Taj Green. Wow.
That's a nice play from Taj.
Was in deep, but able to get the bucket, and then a block the other way, but a foul is going to be called on that one, and to the line for 2, Graham Lindsay for York Prep. Check it, Josh Nierenberg.
That Milo is a varsity player. Now I'm really starting to see it here in the finals.
That's on the first free throw for Nierenberg.
Yeah, and then BFS going to sub out the big men here, Ozzy and Otis.
Good on the seconds. Lead is 13 for BFS. On the drive, blocked out Lynch. But a foul called against York Prep.
And not to keep talking about BFS, but Julian also, the way that he plays is he drives to the basket, he goes so low, and then he's able to throw one up, and it goes in almost every time.
Taken away. Good play underneath by Tony Neal. The scoop didn't fall.
That was a great idea from York.
And the other way, bucket for Brooklyn Friends. That is a tough sequence for York Prep.
This is what's working for them. They're quick passing. They got to keep that up.
Move the zone around on the drive. Lindsay didn't get it. Big collisions, no whistles, we play through it. Recovered off the block.
That's Ozzy.
First 2 of the night for him. 27-10.
Yeah, this is the best game I've seen BFS play all around. Their offense is working, their defense is working, and really all that York needs right now is their points to drop. They're getting the shots. It's a matter of getting them to go, and they're going to take a timeout for it.
Timeout taken by York Prep. 17-point lead for Brooklyn Friends. We'll take a step aside. Watching the ISAL Boys Junior Varsity Basketball Finals on the Play-by-Play Sports Networks.
It is a full timeout.
Back of the bond, Manhattan. 3:36 left to go in the second quarter. Alongside Eli Grube and Joe Vasile with you here today. It's a 27-10 lead for Brooklyn Friends over York Prep in the ISAL Boys Junior Varsity Basketball Finals. Out of the timeout, free throws coming up for John Smith of York Prep. First free throw is no good. So off on the first of the 1-and-1 is EFS. Really, the one thing that they haven't done great is not foul. It's their 7th.
Yeah, that's also something I haven't. They usually they foul quite a lot. A lot of their plays usually foul out towards the end of the game, and they haven't done it this game.
On the drive, off a foot, out of bounds. Can't see what's going on because there's a fan standing in the way of myself and the official, but the foul was called on York Prep. And they are announcing.
They should get him off the sideline too.
Yeah, they got to get the fans off the baseline. There's just not enough room there. As you can see, a lot of people. For a telestrator would be great.
Yeah.
A lot of people bunched up right on the baseline.
Well, I think the main reason why a lot of these final games are here is because of the high ceilings. There's very few schools that have ceilings this high. I can tell you, BFS, the gym it's low. Whenever usually shots will hit the ceiling, I'll call it the 6th man. It's my saying.
Love that.
Yeah. It's
the
a good
PA
one.
announcer just said, "Brooklyn Friends, thanks you for your cooperation."
Oh wow!
With the fans clearing the way. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it is a packed house in here for this game. BFS up big early on. Spin move in the lane with the hop step, no good.
York's got a lot of time though. They can come back.
Stolen away. To get into John, gave it up underneath. Bucket good.
They're having no trouble right now.
Another steal. A 19-point lead.
No.
Little too much that time. Rodriguez, the offensive rebound. Put back, no. And they'll pull it out and reset the possession.
Oh, wow.
Off the drive to the rim, no good.
He does that every time. He's so good at it.
There's Julian Lynch just turning on the Jets.
Yeah.
3 was no good from Brody Phillips. And Shabsels was trying for the rebound and eventually grabbed it down. Open look is buried by Graham Lindsay.
Now York they need to use this momentum here.
And a shoot-tie timeout as Julian Lynch ties up his right shoe. Still a 16-point lead for BFS. York trying to cut into it before halftime.
This is the
Scrum.
momentum.
And a steal. Here's Kieran Smith to the rack, and he travels.
They're going to sub out Milo here, too.
Picks up his dribble in the backcourt. And it's turned into a turnover. And a foul in transition against BFS.
Foul charge number 14, that's his 2nd.
Goes on Julian Lynch, his 2nd. Bonus time for York Prep. 1-and-1 coming for Kieran Smith. That is the 8th foul against Brooklyn Friends in the first half. So York trying to build some momentum. They've got a couple of turnovers, Eli. What do they have to do to continue to keep this going over the last 123 of this quarter?
Who beat BFS, you would say?
For York.
Oh, for York, excuse me. I don't know. Again, when they get points to drop, then they can run away with it. But right now, if they can't get the points to drop, they're not going to run away with it. So if I can tell you, if they get like maybe they get 2 points in a row, I think they can really get it going here. It's a matter of starting up the offense.
Kieran Smith. Brady Phillips. Phillips looking to attack on the defense and a foul. That's going to be the third on Lynch here in the first half. Number 9, so another 1-and-1 coming here. This one is for Brody Phillips.
And also, this York Prep team beat the second seed LREI. Obviously, LREI had 8 points, York had 7, so it was still close. But you know, beating a team that has a higher seed than you, that's always a big achievement for them.
Beat him 68-58.
Yeah.
In their semifinal game. As Phillips hits them both. Another high-scoring one in the works here today. 29-16 here in the second.
Hard to get a look.
Tavener drives, gets the bucket and the foul. A huge and one opportunity for Dash Tavener.
Foul charge to number 24, that's his second.
And BFS also, they played on Monday in the first round of the playoffs, playing against Birchwath and Lennox. That was a 59-35 win. I was there commentating that one with a couple of friends, and that was also a fun one to watch. And they're really using that momentum coming into this game.
Missed on the free throw, secured by York. 15-point lead for BFS. 20 seconds left to go in the second. Tipped. Tyler Walters with the steal and then slides down. Falls flat on his back and gets called for the travel.
The BFS bench is loving that.
Well, that was just pure hustle.
Yep. He was also, I was playing soccer with him in the fall too. And this isn't even his main sport. He plays football usually.
Travel against York Prep. 7.3 seconds left. Chance for BFS to get one more shot off.
They'll probably try to get it to Vikram here.
Tavener. Blocked.
Wow. 0.1.
Not enough time to shoot. It's got to be a inbound and a tip. That's all you can do.
Yeah, they want him enough time.
Halfway home, it's BFS with a 31-16 lead. Much better second quarter for York, but they still find themselves down big at halftime here at Lamont. We'll take a step aside. Back with more on the Play by Play Sports Network.
All right, we are back here at Lemont. BFS up 31-16 heading into the second half here. And what is the ISAL finals? BFS looking to pick up the banner, take it home back to Pearl Street, and York Prep looking to turn it around here in the second half.
Yeah, it was a tough first half, Eli, for York Prep. Found themselves behind big early, a quick 9-0 run right out of the gate for Brooklyn Friends, but started to play a little bit better down the stretch in that second quarter. See if they can carry that forward into the third and get this down a little bit closer.
So Julian will start up the offense, looking for the pass across the dash, intercepted by 14 of Kieran, and we're already going to get a stoppage of play here.
Timeout.
A timeout. Wow.
By Brooklyn Friends. That was a good timeout used there as Kieran Smith was battling for the ball down with Julian Lynch right around mid-court, and rather than get that tie up early, get the timeout and just try to settle things down, not allow York to get momentum right out of the gate here in this third quarter. That's the last thing you want if you're BFS after the first half you just played.
Yeah, exactly. And BFS, they got a comfortable lead right now, but like what we were saying in the first half, York Prep, they can come back in the blink of an eye. So, but I think BFS, they got all the momentum right now. But if York can change that, it'll be big. So here comes Ozzy looking to start off the offense. So try to find Julian, and some good pressure from John will get ourselves another inbounding pass from Ozzy. Off the break, threads the needle along to Dash. Cuts back twice, trying to attack the basket. He'll lay it all the way back off to Milo. Milo drives in off the glass, and he gets it to go. Milo having himself a great game so far. He's got 10 points out of the 33 scored for Brooklyn Friends.
A really well-balanced game for him offensively, not only scoring but passing the ball and helping to get the offense started. And then nice defensive play right there.
So Ozzy grabs the board. He'll find Milo. He's been their star player all year, trying to get it done here in the finals. Ozzy from deep, and he gets it. Ozzy's been working on that three-pointer all season in the corner, and he gets it there. Brooklyn Friends extends their lead.
Boy, what a great asset it is to have a big man who can step out and shoot like that. That's a rarity even at the college level in a lot of places, let alone in high school. That was a really nice shot from the corner. And
Brooklyn Friends has, I want to say, 4 or 5 guys at least 6 feet tall. So, and this is JV. This isn't varsity. 23 trying to put up a shot here, and we're going to get ourselves a jump ball. That was Tony looking for it. So York, they got a hill to get up here. Gets it back, gets the shot off, and for the second time this game, we get the ball stuck in between the backboard and the rim, and Milo there to save the day.
That was a really good play for York Prep to get an open look on the wing for John Smith, but just a little bit off on the shot.
Ozzy bobbles it once, finds time. Now he pulls up for a shot off the glass. Rebound, Milo trying to get there. And that's snagged back by Josh Nirenberg. York starting up the offense. Crisscrosses back twice. Kieran Smith finds John Smith. Hip high dribbles, bouncer into the paint. Bobbling around one, shooting one, and now we're going to get ourselves a foul on Taj Green.
I'll charge the number 22. That's his 4th personal foul. Team's second.
And it's going to be Nierenberg going to the line again. He's had no trouble getting to the free throw line today for York.
And we're definitely seeing the York intensity coming up a little bit more here.
Trying, but still looking for their first points in this third quarter.
Shot going up, it's off, and Milo will survey the floor, take it up the other way. Kicking it out to Dash. Pump fake, spins back twice. And he's going to be called for out of bounds.
Yeah, just got caught in close to the baseline, ended up dribbling down on that line, and the official was right there to make the call.
John Smith finds time, pulls up for 2, and nothing but net there, and York gets their first points of this quarter.
Very smart play by John Smith. Realized he had some space, a shot he was comfortable with.
And Milo with the response.
Dozen points for him now. I mean, he plays with so much maturity for a freshman. It's really impressive.
He is so calm whenever he has the ball. Trying to look for a shot here. Gets one up and in. Wasn't able to see who got that one.
Me neither. They sideline coach.
And
is in the way.
He's been, just a little bit. And Julian dips the shoulder and he gets it to go. He's been doing it all season, and he keeps control in the finals. BFS doubling the lead for York for the time being. Now getting a shot off, and now we're going to get ourselves a foul, and going to the line is going to be John Smith for 3 shots.
Boy, that's something you never want to do. That is fouls a jump shooter, let alone one shooting a 3. Mm-hmm. Now a chance for Smith to get some points back.
First shot, no good. And if any BFS fans are interested, I remember must have been a couple months ago, Milo pulled up for 3. He was fouled. He got the shot, so he got a 4-point play. And that's the only 4-point play I've seen all year. And it's coming from a freshman here here for Brooklyn Friends.
A rare thing, but a fun one.
Yeah, very. No. Here's John Smith going 2 for 3 at the line. Julian surveys the floor. He'll play it right back out to Milo. Crisscrosses. Milo pulls up for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound still loose. Finds its way to Tony, and he buys some time, and he finds Kieran Smith. Kieran drives in, dips the shoulder, gets one up. Collected by York. And a bouncing ball finally makes its way to Milo. Milo shot out of a cannon here, shot up, but he's going to be fouled before he gets it. And Brooklyn Friends with the commanding lead here, but once again, York's got a little bit, not as much time as they would have hoped, but they got a little bit under 4 minutes to go in this third, and they got another 8 in the fourth. Milo cashes his first. What do you think York has to do to really come back in this game right now?
I mean, it starts with getting a few stops defensively. That's obviously the biggest thing, because obviously trading buckets at this stage is not what you want to do for York. So you got to get those stops and then convert them into buckets on the other end. And as cliche as it is, offensively, to just try to take it one possession at a time. But that's what you have to do to kind of forget the score and then be locked in defensively.
Shot going up and in. Wasn't able to see it, but nonetheless, York getting it to go. Here's Ozzie. Steps up to plate, drives, shoots off the glass, and in. Ozzie starting to turn up here in the second half. Brooklyn Friends extending their lead. John Smith surveys the floor. Crisscross is trying to drive. Spin move, finds its way across. A block by Milo. They come right back the other way. And body's hitting the deck. And in the end of that altercation, it'll be the possession of Brooklyn Friends.
And this exact last sequence is exactly what York Prep needed, and yet it's happened for BFS. A bucket, a block, and now another bucket. It's
hard to stop this Brooklyn Friends offense here. Surveying the floor is Graham, trying to cut back, and he does. Now he steps up for three. He gets one off. Put a little bit too much on it, and Milo will go up the other way, but a hard foul is going to be called. But from watching this team from day one back in at the start of this winter season, they were struggling a lot offensively, defensively, and just from talking to their coaches, they have improved so much this year, and they've made their way to the ISAL finals, and they're pretty close to picking up the championship here. Milo will survey the floor. Lucas also being subbed in here, and then now we're going to get a out-of-bounds call that will stay as BFS possession. It'll be Vikram. Oh, but a timeout.
30-second timeout taken by Brooklyn Friends, and just trying to get things settled down, I think. And you know, Eli, you talk about having watched Brooklyn Friends all season long. I don't think we've mentioned it yet. For those who don't know, obviously you're a student at Brooklyn Friends and have called a lot of their games. Where have you seen them grow as a team the most from the beginning of the season to now?
You know, that's actually, it's a hard question because I feel like they've improved with really just their whole chemistry. I feel like their passes have been getting so much better when it comes to offense. I don't know. I feel like it's a hard question for me to answer because I love watching this team. They've gotten so much better just with everything that they have done, and even the players who haven't been getting nearly as much playing time, they showed up in around the late fourth quarter against BWL, and they put up a couple of threes, and just the whole team just got so much better, and it's been a real joy to watch them. And an out-of-bounds call here. And also this Brooklyn Friends team, they played a total of 22 games, going 15-7 throughout the course of the year. Milo will set the tone. Some nice moves, fade away, shooting one that's off the mark. Vikram was trying to knife his way through the defense, was unable to, and it'll go right back to Milo. Chris crosses again, here he is. Makes its way back to Julian. Dips his shoulder, shoots, it's off. Rebound for Milo, and he'll draw the foul.
And Eli, as you mentioned in the first half, with just how good Brooklyn Friends has been playing, the rate that they've been outscoring their opponents over the last 6 games, playing their best basketball now when it really matters. Not that it didn't matter before.
Yeah, exactly. They're showing up at the right time. And a substitution made for York Prep. Going back in is going to be Tony. And Milo nets it. 46-24, advantage for Brooklyn Friends. 2:10 to go here in the third of 4 quarters in the ISAL finals here at Le Mans. Off the turnover here is Ozzy, finds its way to Vikram. Lucas pulls up, he shoots, can't get it to go, and York will take it up court. And if you're York, you got to get these shots to drop now.
It's one of the stops that we're just talking about. As ball out of bounds, going to be a turnover for York, and just not able to capitalize on that, or even on Milo going 1 for 2 at the free throw line last time out. Okay, you only give up 1 point. That's good. See if you can get 2 back. Not able to do that. Not able to capitalize off an empty possession, and now another one is a travel. Is going to turn it over.
And also a sub made here for BFS. Vikram going out. Going in is Derek wearing 55 for Brooklyn Friends. And he is one of the players who has improved a lot this season. Getting the pass across, makes its way all the way back to Brody. Now pulling up for a shot. Off the rim, no good. Milo collects. He'll try to find a lane towards the basket. Trying to work on his man of Josh. Steps back, shoots, it's off the mark, rebound. They battle for it, and Ozzie draws the foul.
A lot of the York Prep fans were looking for an offensive foul called against Milo for that little shoulder move that he had before, and frankly a little surprised that that wasn't called.
Yeah, the last time these two teams met, which was really not that long ago, it was a chippy game. I think it was a lot of back and forth action. Some players had to be separated. It was a barn burner. That's what some hockey commentators like to say. And now Dylan Lacey is going to be subbed in here. He dropped a couple of threes when these two teams last met. Taking it up court is Graham. Finds Dylan. Pass across, was trying to step up for a shot. Dylan gets it back for a deep three. A little too short, you could call that one a pass, and gets it across to Josh, but it was too short. We're in the final minute here of the third of 4 quarters in the ISAL finals. Julian around the world, some nice handles, attacks, he shoots off the rim. Rebound collected right back by York. Dylan with some soft dribbles, plays it all the way back across. Graham gets it on the right side. At the perimeter, now he attacks, playing it across, and it's blocked out by Milo. Showing off the guns after that one.
Love the little celebration, having some fun out there.
You gotta have fun, it's the finals. He's got a lot of personality and a lot of talent. 6 seconds to go. We might see a buzzer beater here. Ozzie's gonna drive instead. He'll shoot one. It'll be off, and York won't have enough time. And at the end of 3 quarters, it's a dominant 47-24 lead for BFS. We'll take a quick break. And we are back here for the final quarter between BFS and York Prep. It's a 47-24 lead for Brooklyn Friends School. They're trying to take home a banner. We got a couple hanging in the upper gym and the lower gym back on Pearl Street. Last time I was at the York Prep gym, I saw quite a few banners, a lot of them being some varsity basketball trophies. And we get a glimpse of the trophy going off the left side of the rim. Takes an awkward hop and it goes to Milo. He's forced to stop, and the York Prep side looking to get a call they won't get, and here comes Lucas in the corner, and he uses the bank and he gets it to go. Lucas Bonetto, we're in 13 for BFS, and he's got a 3 here in the finals. Brooklyn Friends up 53-26.
Boy, how about that? Bank it in the corner 3. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, it took a weird hop off the backboard. You don't usually see that from a corner 3, but
yeah.
You know, I kind of do that myself, so. Now Milo shooting a deep shot. Looked like it could have been a fadeaway. Couldn't get it up. And in stride is John Smith. Crisscrosses, finds Dylan, shoots for 3, and he sinks it. Now York getting some points back.
That was a good shot for Dylan Lacey to get that one to fall. Some get subbed in the third quarter. You'd mentioned he had hit a couple threes previously earlier in the year against Brooklyn Friends. Got one there.
Yeah. Now Oliver looking for a hook shot, and Lucas going down. Coming right back up the other way is John Smith. York needs a whole lot of points, and they don't have that much time to do it. We got 4:48 to go here at Lamont. 53-31 lead for Brooklyn Friends in the ISAL finals. And it was a loud crowd in the Brooklyn Friends lower gym back on Monday when they took on BWL, coming up with that big victory that we were talking about not too long ago. And here it seems we got a whole lot of fans from the Brooklyn Friends team.
Good representation out of both of these teams here today. Should be some good crowds tomorrow as well for the varsity finals. Girls and then boys. York Prep against BWL in the boys finals. That should be a great game tomorrow as well.
York went on last year for the varsity team, made it pretty far into states. They have an unbelievable varsity team.
They've got a great power in the ISAL for a while.
Yeah, really, they really have. And I guess it kind of swapped. The JV team last year for Brooklyn Friends was struggling a little bit more, but now this year they go 10-1 in ISAL. Nico going back in here, and swatting at it was Josh, excuse me.
Yeah, that was a really nice play.
Driving, shooting, going off. Can't exactly see who collected the rebound, but nonetheless it goes back to Julian.
And honestly, I love what I'm seeing out of York late in this game, down 20, but still keeping the intensity up on the defensive end.
Yeah.
It's just the mark of a well-coached team.
Yeah, that's I'll say it's a very hard thing to do. It's pretty defeating when you're down by 20, but your team keeps they really, I feel like they have kept the intensity. Again, they just couldn't get the shots to go early, and BFS they got their shots to go, to say the least. That's how the story of this game is gone. A bobbling ball makes its way back into the hands of John Smith. He's been directing this game for York. Now he shoots a deep 3, and it took a bounce in and out of the rim, and it'll go right back to Brooklyn Friends. Milo looks up, shoots one off the glass. Bounce couldn't go, so they trade awkward bounces. Oliver makes its way to Julian. He snags, dips the shoulder, shoots, and he scores. And the BFS coach is dancing after that one.
Love to see the teamwork, the passing of the basketball that led to that.
And if you're the BFS coaches, you got to be pretty happy with your team today.
No doubt. I mean, you're coming into a championship game against a strong York Prep team, and it's never been in doubt. A 9-0 run to start the game, and Brooklyn Friends never even really got it close after that. Or rather, York Prep never even got it close after that. They scored 5 points to get down to 4, and have never had it to be a one-possession game. Just a really dominant outing, a team effort as well. It's not all just one or two players doing it. It's been really a whole team victory here today for Brooklyn Friends.
Now with some speed here is Aiden, and he gets it to go, and he goes and takes an awkward fall. And the trainers are going to come onto the court, and the coach is not happy with the call for the refs.
Yeah, a hard collision. There's not any padding there. Those two light blue things are literally just mats that are put up against a window that's at the end of the gym to help cushion a little bit, and that's exactly what Aiden Chung crashed into.
So it looks like he'll go out for right now. Seems to be doing okay, though.
Taj Green is fouled out of the game. By the way, he was the one who picked up the foul, his fifth.
Coach has selected a player to come in and shoot the one free throw.
And then a substitution made here. Obviously, Taj fouled out, so going in is Dash, wearing number 4 for Brooklyn Friends, and then Augie Fishman. He scored a 3 late in the game.
And it's Dylan Lacey who's going to take the free throws here for York Prep. With Chung being injured, you can substitute another player in to shoot.
And obviously, he's a confident shooter. Now we are under 3 minutes to go here. Brooklyn Friends trying to reach the top of the mountain, and they are close to doing so. And a misconnection there for Kieran Smith. Julian pressured early, trying to work on his man of John Smith. Slides past one, and he crisscrosses. No backcourt just yet.
Ooh, just avoided it.
Now Nico Cavoli shooting. Took an awkward bounce, couldn't get it to go. Rebound, they still fight for it. Body's going down, no foul call. Kicked right back out to Dash. Now Augie shooting one off the glass, no good. Rebound for Julian, and he cashes it in. BFS not giving up on these plays. 57-38 advantage. Kieran Smith playing it across, shoots one, and now we're going to get a stoppage of play here. Looks like it's going to be a foul call.
Yeah, just a little bit of a reach on that drive. And it's bonus time for York, so they're going to go to the line for the remainder of this game.
Hopefully they'll be able to get a couple points back maybe. Going off the mark, swatting at it, and that's going to be a clear foul from Nico. And again, BFS doing more subs here in the fourth. Duncan Penny is going in. One of the guards for Brooklyn Friends. And he's going to sub in for Julian, who had just an incredible game.
And a nice applause by the fans as he goes off.
Looking to drive in, here's John Smith. Shoots one off the glass. Going off. They'll keep possession, though. It'll stay in their end. 101 seconds remain. BFS going to make even more subs here in the ISAL finals. They're close to being champions. They're close to reaching this goal that they've been looking for all year long. And it looks like they might just do it here.
And a lot of times, you get to games like this, and the teams that are playing in it are more experienced, and Brooklyn Friends only has 3 sophomores on the entire team, and it's a pretty deep team. This is mostly freshmen doing it, and that just bodes so well for what the varsity program can be over the next couple of years.
Well, I'll actually even tell you, there are no sophomores playing for Brooklyn Friends today.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, none have played. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. And if you're BFS, you got to feel pretty good right now. If you're the York coaches, you got to be proud of your team. They did not give up at all this game. There's a deep shot. And Chase will take it right back up court. Making a wholesale change, he goes in. Now Augie shooting for 3, got deflected, still made its way to the basket, was off the mark, and with a lot of speed here comes York. Casper dips the shoulder. 1 minute warning here. Brooklyn Friends looking to win it all. Augie will take it up court. Finds Duncan. He shoots. It's off. Rebound is collected back by Casper. And a slow bounce makes its way to Alex McGee. Turns around, gets a shot off, and he sinks it. And Zach Fisher will end it on a good note. We're into the final 30 seconds here. Beckett looks over his options, finds Chase, spin move, steps up, shoots. Couldn't get the bounce to go his way. 18 seconds to go, and York Prep slowing it down. Pass across, 22, looking to get a shot away. Loads one up, off the mark, and Augie will kill time. 2 seconds and one, he'll shoot one, it's off the mark, but BFS are ISAL champions. Brooklyn Friends reaches the top of the mountain, and they're gonna bring home a banner to 375 Pearl Street. BFS wins 57-41 over York Prep, and they've done it. Now they go 11-1, and ISAL, they end their season with a 16-7 victory, and the Friends pile onto the court. And that's a lot of happy campers right there.
It certainly is. Love to see the classmates joining in on the celebration.
We'll get an awards ceremony and the handshakes through both teams. And, you know, what a game. 57-41.
And again, great fourth quarter playing, the nice effort, the energy still played by York Prep in that fourth quarter to try to. This was a 20-plus point game. They got it down to 16. But at the end of the day, Brooklyn Friends got off to that great start and they never let up. And it was just a complete victory. 32 minutes of basketball. Coaches always talk, we want to play a full 32 minutes. That's exactly what Brooklyn Friends did today.
Yeah.
In all phases, a well-deserved victory for this team.
But again, the announcer giving a round of applause to York Prep. What a game they had. And BFS will go home champions. And what a moment this is for a team full of freshmen, and they tear up ISAL this season.
Congratulations to York Prep. And now, for the JV regular season champion and the ISAL basketball champion, let's give a round of applause to the Brooklyn Friends Panthers.
Antonio Holder will come and hold that trophy high. A round of applause for both. And Brooklyn Friends will take the banner back to 375 Pearl.
Eli, what a great game this was overall. Again, I think the final score doesn't necessarily tell the full story of it. Two really talented teams left it all out on the court today, and that's really all you can ask for in this one. Some great individual performances and a really strong way to wrap up this day. The JV boys and girls champions crowned in the ISAL tournament.
So we'll end it here. Brooklyn Friends, ISAL champions. They'll take the trophy home. They'll put it in the case. And they chant Brooklyn, and they win it. And we thank you for joining us here tonight, here at Le Mans. And Brooklyn Friends are ISAL champions.